No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air. It's Carr. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on third down. He lets it fly. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
On the run, deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll ride Davis here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Snagged in the middle, it's Larson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He caught it, and he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Slams it ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. force forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To throw, it's Cochran. Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. Man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Suit here. They'll run it to the right side. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try the left side. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Has the ball and ready to get moving. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 40. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. That's exactly what this guy embodies.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Carr. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and...
Oh, he's got some space. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. It'll be a run on third and short. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job of calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. To the air, it's Cochran. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this, we're going to get this first down, I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Cochran. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Throwing on the run. He's got it. Looking for the end zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Cochran. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be first, though. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Finds his man, it's Williams. Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator chumps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 10 over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get this drive going from the 17. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for space. It's Overton. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Cochran. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Return goes out of bounds.
Drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Works the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He makes a grab, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the to shoot. Quick toss to the right. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass, it's Cochran. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Using his legs, it's Overton. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Cochran. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Gets loose in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this person. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Paul Bunyan's trophy on the line today. Michigan and Michigan State, this historic rivalry. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Cochran. It's caught. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Quarterback got it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. All kinds of time before he fires right. Picked off. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Jones. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Cochran. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Snap in the shotgun. Buying some time. Fires into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.